Dodgers, baby. Don't.
Big money.
Dodger shoes on is this Dodger.
Oh, there you go. Okay, we'll open the meeting for October 31st. It's Halloween, everybody. Place your right hand over your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Madam Clerk, could you call the roll for the the Housing Authority, the Finance Authority, the Parking Authority, Successor Agency, and the City Council?
Quorum is present for City Council, Successor Agency, Housing Authority, Finance, and Parking Authority.
Any persons wish to address City Council on any item on the agendas may do so at this time.
Council members, I couldn't help but notice that you do have a payment of the bills to one of the people who does all the happy press type stuff, and I'm going to strongly recommend that in the future you recommend that all those individuals who put things out for the city and on behalf of the city actually go ahead and run grammar check through Google. It's embarrassing that we don't know about subject and verb agreement, and we also don't know how to use a subject and a verb to complete an actual sentence. Very distressing.
Close public comment. Item 1, CSA 1 and H1.
Warrant register.
Madam Clerk.
City Council, Successor Agency, and Housing Authority members, Dodson.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Franklin. Mayor Chairman Buds.
Aye. Consent calendar items 2 through 11, but pull item 3.
So moved.
Who's second?
Second.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Madam Clerk.
Council members, Dodson.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Franklin.
Aye.
Mayor Buds.
Aye. Item 3.
Staff report recommending authorization to enter into the exclusive negotiating agreement with the Los Angeles Philharmonic to negotiate for the sale of the property located at 101-105 South La Brea Avenue, formerly known as Amen Inc. Building.
Yes. Is it staff report?
The city manager, mayor, will give the staff report.
All right, welcome, Ms. McDade.
Thank you. It is recommended that the mayor and council members enter into an exclusive negotiating agreement with the Los Angeles Philharmonic to negotiate the sale of the property located at 101 through 105 South La Brea Avenue, formerly known as the Amen Inc. Building. On December 13th, 2016, the city purchased the property formerly known as the Amen Inc. Building located at 101 through 105 South La Brea Avenue, Inglewood, California, 90301 for $4.1 million. The purpose of the purchase was for economic development of the Civic Center. The city recently received a proposal from the Los Angeles Philharmonic Association to purchase the former Amen Inc. building and relocate their youth orchestra program, YOLA, to the city of Inglewood. The Los Angeles Philharmonic Association was founded in 1919 by millionaire and amateur musician William Andrews Clark Jr. He established the first permanent symphony orchestra. In 1922, the Los Angeles Philharmonic considered the Hollywood Bowl as their official summer home debut. The Hollywood Bowl is one of the largest natural amphitheaters in the world, with a seating capacity of nearly 18,000, that hosts some of the finest artists from all genres of music. The Los Angeles Philharmonic has developed an educational program for youth known as YOLA. The LA Philharmonic, along with their community partners, provide free instruments, intensive music training, and leadership training to underserved communities. Some of the participating communities include the Rampart District, serving over 250 students from ages 6 through 16. South Los Angeles serves over 325 students ages 6 through 18. And downtown Los Angeles serves approximately 140 students from age 8 through 12. Since the beginning, the Los Angeles Philharmonic has consistently been known as home of Southern California's leading artists. Once negotiations are finalized, staff will submit a purchase and sale agreement for city council consideration with the agreed upon terms and conditions included. Any comments or questions?
Your motion?
Second.
Madam Clerk.
Council members, Dodson.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Franklin.
Aye.
Mayor Buds.
Aye. Thank you. 01.
Staff report recommending adoption of an ordinance number 1802, amending Inglewood Municipal Code, Chapter 2, Article 3, to remove the 5 city employee commissioners on the Housing Advisor Commission, as well as adding 1 commissioner that is nominated by the mayor.
Motion to waive further reading.
Second.
Madam Clerk.
Council members Dodson.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Franklin.
Aye.
Mayor Buds.
Aye.
Adopt the ordinance.
Who's-
Madam Clerk.
Councilmember Dodson.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Franklin.
Aye.
Mayor Buds.
Aye. CT1.
Monthly Treasurer's Report for the month ending August 31st, 2017.
Receive and file. The successor agency is The successor agency is already open.
Yes.
CSA, and I'm going to make sure this is the same payment of the bills that were covered in
Yes.
the opening.
Yes.
And CSA 2,
Approval of the successor agency minutes of the meeting held August 15th and August 22nd, 2017, and September 5th, 2017.
Move approval?
Second.
Madam Clerk.
Successor agency members, Dotson.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Franklin.
Aye.
Chairman Buds.
Aye. CSA 3,
Monthly Treasurers Report for the month ending August 31st, 2017.
receive and file. The Housing Authority is already in order. We've already taken care of that business. H2,
Approval of the Housing Authority minutes from the meeting held on August 15th and August 22nd and September 5th, 2017.
Move approval?
Second.
Madam Clerk.
Housing Authority members, Dotson.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Franklin.
Aye.
Chairman Buds.
Aye. H3,
Monthly Treasurers Report for the month ending August 31st, 2017.
receive and file. The Finance Authority is already in session. F1,
Approval of the Finance Authority minutes from the meeting held on August 22nd, 2017.
Move approval. Second.
Second?
Madam Clerk.
Finance Authority members, Dotson.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Franklin.
Aye.
Chairman Buds.
Aye. F2,
Monthly Treasurers Report for the month ending August 31st, 2017.
receive and file. The Parking Authority is already in session. P1,
Approval of the Parking Authority minutes from the meeting held on August 15th, 2017.
Approval?
Second.
Madam Clerk.
Parking Authority members, Dotson.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Franklin.
Aye.
Chairman Buds.
Aye. Public comments. Any person who wishes to address the City Council on any matter connected with city business not elsewhere considered on the agenda may do so at this time. One minute.
Alfonso Parker Jr., Vietnam veteran, 66, 67, conscious objector. Government, Army, and all its collaborators, as Reagan says, trickle down right to the gentleman, all those that support the atrocities that the United States was charged for as a third terrorist nation in the world in about 2010 under Obama. They have been trashing our military records as I speak today. Also, they are talking about immigrants, deporting immigrants, and illegal. You have the second largest group ever brought into this country at one time. The first one was just before Hitler died, whatever, 151 by the Army. Trump is going to import 30,000 criminals from Australia. That's a criminal colony that was formed. Criminals
Mr. Parker,
in this country
Mr.
to
Parker,
pick up the banner
Mr. Parker, your
and
time.
carry on this trap. But they
Thank you,
wanna
Mr.
deport
Parker.
you.
Thank you, sir. Are there any more public comments? Okay, well, oh yes, come up, Mr. Davis.
I had to come up here. That was really depressing. Folks, I read something on the way down, and I'd asked a very pretty lady to pinch me. Wish my last name was Wong, and I used to own. Purchased in 2001 for $400,000. Sold. That's about a 4,500% increase, unless our distinguished treasurer will correct my math.
You're on point.
If anybody wants to tell me this is bad, just buy me a cup of coffee and I'll sit down and listen to you. But how can this be bad? This is taking my breath away. The gentleman who purchased it said he's going to refurbish it. My opinion, don't you believe it? And he's knocking it down, and he's going to build something twice as big and 10 times grander. Why not us? Thank you.
All right.
Hi, my name is Jim Vaughn. I'm with Second District. Since today is October 31st, I just want to remind everybody, the trick-or-treaters are going to be out there tonight. Please slow down, watch your intersections, and watch out for them darting in front of you. Let's watch out for our children.
Thank you, sir.
My name is Willie A.G., and I live in the beautiful city of Inglewood. I just want to thank Gloria Gray for putting on a citywide discussion last night that was off the hook. And I want to thank her. I'm proud of her, and I'm proud of the mayor and people who attended. It was off the hook. Thank you very much. Absolutely.
AG. Okay, we'll close public comment. Go, please come forward, ma'am.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Alma Alcala, and I live on 106th Street. I was slapped last weekend with a notice from the parking authority saying that my street is being double parked on both sides of the street. This notice, instead of being an invitation from the residents of 105th and 106th, is just telling us you have to do this. Why weren't invited to a discussion at this point to discuss the parking problem on 105th and 106th? I'm not okay with this because it's giving the opportunity to residents of 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, even 101, 102 to come and park on my street. Who is guaranteeing that they're not going to be blocking my driveway or elsewhere?
Well, what you could always do, ma'am, if you felt that that was an issue, you could put a petition together, get it signed by 75% of the residents of your block, and you could seek permit parking, and that would negate that possibility.
Okay.
Okay?
Where would I get that permit? The
Ac-
paperwork?
Actually, let's see. Actually, if you just see Mr. Atwell, he'll take you down to the clerk's office so you can get the. Oh.
And then also, can you stay afterwards so I can talk to you?
Oh,
about it?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, that's even better.
Okay.
Better.
Thank you.
Okay.
My name's Diane Zambrano. That's an interesting response because I would have hoped that you would have told her she could go to the Parking and Traffic Commission, where theoretically residents
Ms.
have-
Sobrano, when you get elected, then you can tell
Excuse me,
people
I am
whatever
still
you want.
speaking within my 1 minute. You will use quite a bit of time afterwards to bash everything I say anyway. However, while I'm in my 1 minute, I'd appreciate it if you let me speak that 1 minute. We have a Traffic and Parking Commission that is supposed to be able to hear residents' concern. You did not tell her that, of course, there is a fee attached to a permit, did you? But then again, you want happy cherries all the time rather than realities.
Thank you, Ms. Sobrano. With that, we'll close public comment. It's always good to close on a high note. I'd like to hear from the city treasurer right now.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor. Well, first I'll just give a little brief overview of the treasurer's report, and there's some out on the counter there that you can pick up and review in your leisure. The total cash and investments is $71,447,562, and the gross investment interest earnings is $58,811, and the debt service earnings is $1,676. Successor agency, $68,504,695, and the gross investment debt service interest earnings is $27,075. Housing Authority, $107,128, and public financing, $13,569,851, and the gross investment interest earning is $6,556. Total portfolio is $153,624,236. And again, there's copies available on the table outside. And I'd like to mention also regarding the City Treasurer Student Intern Program, we'll be starting on November the 2nd. That's this Thursday. It's a weekly program. So we will be meeting weekly, every Thursday for 4 weeks. It will end on November the 30th. And again, some of the things that we will be discussing is how your local elected officials represents their community, learn how the city departments operate. We'll have tours, responsibility of the city treasurer's office, how money grows, how to become financially independent, and also very important financial concepts. And again, the hot lunch will be served promptly from 3:30 until 4 every single week. And I've gone out to Morningside High and also Wilder School, and my associates have also gone to some of the other schools. So space is limited, so again, sign up as soon as you can. And just to kind of piggyback again regarding the comment Mr. Davis made, which I was going to bring up also, that this family actually, one of the consultants mentioned that this family actually bought this hotel for only about $400,000 and sold this same very hotel in the city of Inglewood for $18 million. 400,000 paid off very well. That concludes my comments.
Can't say anything after that. Council comments, Councilman Dotson, District 1.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I want to make an announcement. On November the 15th at Flippity Cafe, Inglewood Police Department and I will be holding coffee with the cop. So mark that on your calendar. It'll be from 8 to 10 in the morning. That's right on the corner of Hillcrest and Manchester. Please mark it on your calendar. Come out and support our men and women in blue. Christmas Toy Drive will be on December the 7th at St. Mary's Academy. The program will be from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. And the two schools that will be represented there will be Kelso School and Warren Lane. So if you have a donation, I'd appreciate it if you drop off at the ICOP Center. That's on the corner of 7th Avenue in Manchester. Thank you very much, and everybody have a safe and happy Halloween, and go Dodgers. Thank you, Mayor.
Okay, Councilman Dotson yields the balance of his time.
I'll use it wisely.
Councilman Padilla.
Thanks. So real quick, couple of things. Yeah, real quick, it's not in my vocabulary, huh? So we are, I'm glad to see that we're moving forward with our project in District 2 of redoing our streets on La Brea and on Centinela. And I can tell you the residents and the business owners are really, glad to see that those streets are being done. But again, that doesn't just happen. It happens because we have strong leadership and we have great staff that help us get these things accomplished. And so, I can't tell you how excited I am to move forward with this project, with both of these projects. Also, last week I had a chance to go to the Inglewood Imaging Center, which is located at Prairie and Regent. The owner is Brad Smith, and he did a cancer awareness event, and it was really nice to see so many folks out there bringing awareness to cancer and helping eradicate that disease. So thank you to Brad Smith from Inglewood Imaging Center for putting that together. Last night I had an opportunity to go to La Tijera Charter Middle School for the Family Literacy Night. It was great. It was from 5 to 7 p.m., and it was really nice to see so many young kids with their parents and siblings that were there to read and talk to them about the importance of literacy. So I had a great event and a good evening, and I want to thank Principal Elisa Rose from La Tijera Charter School and her staff for putting together such a wonderful event. With that, have a great Halloween, and as we say, go Dodgers.
Okay, Councilman Franklin, District 4.
Yes, let me just get something clarified. People give out wrong information, and we need to get it straight.
Yes.
This is not a permit parking area that was in question in the Lock Haven community. This is a pilot program, And the first two streets are 105th and 106th. A pilot program. This is the second pilot program that we've had in the last several years because there is a oversaturation of parking, and we're having a challenge. We've been having sufficient parking in the Lock Haven community without residents removing their front lawns. That is why we're having these issues. But again, I want to stress, there's not permitted parking where you got to pay to be able to park on the street. And I'll be more than happy and look forward to talking to you after this meeting. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Morales, District 3.
Follow up on that in terms of parking. So we have a parking issue in the city of Inglewood based on ourselves. You know, a lot of our community has just kind of, we stick around. A lot of our successful businessmen aren't, to be real clear, they're not that great of neighbors because they bring in all their work trucks and take up a lot of parking. And then, you know, that hurts. Also, in our community, we just happen to not, our children stay way too long, you know. And I was one of them, and everybody has a car. Everybody has a car, and it makes it very difficult. So what we're doing, because the stadium is coming and because we anticipate so many issues, you know, that are going to be even deeper in terms of parking, we're going to try things. We're going to try things right now. And I'm sorry, we could speak to you afterwards. Right now, we're going to close, and we're welcome to speak to you. But we're trying new things because we want to get it better for the residents. That's what we want to do. Just to make clear, the pilot program, if it doesn't work, it goes away. It goes away. But that's in his area. I know that I have some things that we're trying out, but we have to do something. We have to try and make it better for the residents. That's it. And so if it doesn't work, we'll try something else. But the truth is that those impacts are coming, and you want us to try something. You want us to. And if it stays the same, it's never going to improve. It's just going to get worse. So that's what I'll say in terms of parking and impacts. It doesn't mean you don't have a voice. I think it's great you're here, and whatever you'd like to say, I think is good, because that's what we're looking for when we do these things. And we'll figure it out together. That being said, I think it's great that these things are happening in the city of Inglewood to the point where we have these type of issues. You know, you're not going to turn down great development because of it, but it's things that you have to adjust to. Okay, we heard about the great real estate deal that just happened this last week in terms of one of our properties. We anticipate this happening over and over in the next 3, 4, 5 years. So that's what we expect. That being said, you know, everybody have a happy Halloween. We really hope you have a safe and happy time with your children here. It's always a great event in the city of Inglewood. And like my colleague said, you know, it's all about the Dodgers to say. So let's
Go
win.
Dodgers.
Go Dodgers.
Okay, first I want to compliment staff in the building. They have some great costumes. They have some great decorations of their workplaces. We have a competition every Halloween is to see who's the winner. The morale they demonstrate is just, I don't know, it's heartwarming. We had a great community meeting at Water Basin Director Gloria Gray's home last night. About 95 people showed up, and we discussed various topics of interest in the city. Great interest in, you know, what we're doing. We published a State of the City booklet that kind of recaps where we are. And one of the things that I found so amazingly refreshing last night, because we let everyone ask a question that wanted to, and the only complaints for the police chief, except for one about a traffic accidents, was traffic on Fifth Avenue between Century and Manchester, on some areas of Century, and explain to people that the situation with traffic right now is similar to remodeling your house. If you're remodeling most of your house, you have to live in the back bedroom, and it's inconvenient. You know, for over a decade, you know, we haven't had the money, I would imagine, to renew the infrastructure. And so to hear that out of 95 people, one person actually complained about crime, one person complained about loiterers, and what they meant were the homeless in the area of Manchester and Crenshaw. It shows that perceptually and objectively, we've come a long ways in crime. Passed out a booklet, State of the City for 2017, and I'm just going to cap some of the highlights. Our sales tax revenue growth in Inglewood outpaces Los Angeles County. Our restaurants and hotels are showing the healthiest gain. Crime in Inglewood has decreased 70% over the last 35 years. 2016 was the lowest year on record for reported Part 1 crime in the city. Our prices to rent available commercial property remain relatively low in Inglewood and Hawthorne compared to Culver City. Inglewood actually, on an average of Hawthorne, Culver City, the entire South Bay, and Los Angeles, we still have the lowest rents. The price of homes in Inglewood have doubled since 2012, outpacing appreciation in Hawthorne and Culver City. Unemployment in the city of Inglewood has fallen from 17.5% in 2010 to 5.5% by April of 2017. That's a 30-year low. The only reason we go to 30-year, that's as far back as the Bureau of Labor Statistics had the statistics. The Hollywood Park development has brought contracting to minority and disadvantaged businesses. $166 million in contracts have gone to minority and disadvantaged businesses, and about 173 jobs year to date for local residents hired that were not working prior to that project starting. Building permits in Inglewood and building permit revenues logged by the city of Inglewood in fiscal year 17 have already tripled compared to 2013. I was also, just did my heart good to see that Ms. Sobrano's main complaint was that we tried to be too responsive to the young lady. We fell over ourselves trying to respond to her as opposed to tell her, go see the traffic commission, come back later. That's great that we're getting to the point where attempting to give service right now, real time, gets you criticized. I just want to compliment the city council because, and the city employees. Our graffiti team has been amazing. They've been painting out graffiti in 24 hours or less. I called in something. They did it over the weekend. I'm so proud of our city employees. I just can't tell you what to do. Proud of our police department for what they've done to improve public safety. Now we're going to be out here on traffic detail all through Halloween and tonight. But just kudos to the police department and police chief. And with that, I want to close the city council meeting to member of the following individuals. Ms. Laverne Mann, a longtime volunteer and former employee of the Inglewood Police Department. Ms. Gloria Brown, an Inglewood resident from District 1. And the Honorable Andrew Quentin Isaacs, former Inglewood Council member for District 1 and a Buffalo soldier. And with that, we're adjourned.